Hi, I'm Jack Mather, and you're watching O.N.E. This is a YouTube channel dedicated to educating people about the wonders and peril of the natural world. If you end up enjoying this content, subscribe below and leave a comment with your thoughts. It is my promise that this channel will never be monetized, so you will never see a single ad on any of my videos. Enjoy. Human beings have been studying the organisms of planet Earth for hundreds of thousands of years, and over that time our species has learned a great deal about the others that share this world with us. We have unlocked the secrets to evolution, we have decoded the genomes of countless species, and we have even begun to resurrect recently extinct organisms, bringing them back from the brink. But of all the questions we have answered, one in particular remains a mystery and has troubled scientists throughout the ages. Where did life actually come from? Or more specifically, why is it even here? How did it get here? We know that life first appeared on Earth roughly 3.5 billion years ago, and we know what life is composed of, 6 key elemental ingredients, all of which are very common in the universe: carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, and sulfur. Yet we still have absolutely no idea how life got here in the first place. Did it develop naturally as a result of specific conditions, or was it brought here by some cataclysmic asteroid impact? Or is there a more terrifying and thought-provoking answer, such as a potential simulated universe? While we aren't totally sure, we can theorize on these subjects, and I will personally provide what I believe is most likely to be the answer. One theory is that life was brought to Earth by hitching a ride on an asteroid that struck the planet, in the form of prokaryotic organisms like bacteria. Essentially, this theory promotes the idea that there are likely many asteroids carrying these organisms or similar ones, and that these asteroids drift through space until they potentially collide with a planet. If the bacteria are resilient enough, and lucky enough, they may survive the impact, and if the planet is habitable, they could survive and thus life is created, or brought to this planet. Now, this theory was largely just thought of as a slight possibility as it didn't have a lot of evidence. However, in recent times, this theory has changed to a much more likely scenario, that asteroids did not bring life to our planet, but rather brought the necessary ingredients to form it, with phosphorus being a very important one that is known to be carried by asteroids. So if this theory is to be believed, very shortly after the Earth formed, it was bombarded relentlessly by asteroids carrying various different elements, which over time led to the development of life, although how exactly this occurred is still unclear. This brings us to another theory, that life formed on Earth totally naturally. This one is far more interesting in my opinion, as it increases the likelihood of life existing on other potentially habitable worlds, even within our solar system, like Titan, Europa, and even Io. Basically, the concept of this theory is that life is just as prevalent or possible as any other natural formation, and that it is merely a chemical reaction that occurs under extremely specific circumstances. I find this theory the most likely, as at the end of the day, life is made of very basic and very common ingredients, and is seemingly not as special as it is made out to be. It is only considered special because, as far as we know, Earth is the only planet with life on it. Although this seems a bit redundant, as we haven't really been to any other planets, at least not with human explorers. So, basically, this theory is about life developing as a completely usual and perfectly ordinary occurrence as long as the conditions are right for it. Lastly, this theory is the one that might keep you up at night, and I know that I personally sometimes lose sleep wondering about this. You see, rather recently, scientists, astrophysicists in particular, have come to an odd realization, one that has sparked the imaginations of many. They realize that there is a structure to the universe, and that the laws of physics are preordained, mostly referring to the mystery of gravity and time. We have no idea really what gravity or time is, we just feel the effects of them. and partially understand the former to be extremely powerful and totally universal, as gravity is able to quite literally warp time. Many scientists take this as evidence that we are actually existing in a simulation, like some kind of enormous computer program. As strange and unlikely as this sounds, it is actually very plausible, and this may be the reason why large mass extinction events on our planet occur whenever a species has been successful for a long period of time, yet shows no sign of intelligent evolution. Perhaps the masterminds behind the simulation of our universe are just testing the capabilities of life, and whenever it shows no potential, they destroy it. So the theory goes that life itself was merely planted on several planets, likely numbering in the millions, and was given the property of evolution to see how it would cope with the varying environments of those worlds. Places like Mars or Venus may have once had life, but have since been turned into barren and uninhabitable wastelands. Perhaps life failed on those planets, yet succeeded on ours. Whether by sheer luck or the will of the powers that be, we may never know. I personally believe this theory holds a lot of weight to it, and I believe it is much more plausible than people may think at a first glance. It would certainly explain the origins of the Big Bang and the expansion of our universe. But anyway, all existentialism aside, those were only a few theories pertaining to the origins of life on Earth. If you enjoyed this video or learned something new, subscribe below for more educational content. If you have something to say about this or wish to share your ideas, leave a comment and I'll respond quickly. Thanks for watching, and as always, cheers.